This is no doubt about it the best user acquisition strategy for any Web3 project, company, startup in 2024. Okay. If you're in Web3, you know what the biggest problem everybody has, which is users, right? Real users, not bots, people that actually are going to engage, people that are actually going to come back every day, people that are going to give feedback, spend money, share it with their friends, and at the end of the day, drive your growth, drive your company forward, right? Drive your product forward, drive the hype for it, traction, usage, engagement, etc. Okay. Um, and if you want to launch a token, make money there. If you want to get on an exchange, if you want to raise VC capital, basically any of the big milestones for any Web3 projects, if you want to do any of that, the number one metric they're going to look at is users and active users and real users, right? That's what they're really going to care about. But most projects, they can't get through this barrier, this wall, this challenge. They launch, nobody's using it, or they have a shit ton of bots, zero value, zero money. Now, why? This is because of three things, okay? They don't have a strong value proposition. There's nothing that really attracts users to their app. Now, this doesn't mean you have to have a super innovative or cool protocol or solution that immediately is going to be of value to them, but give them at least something that off the bat they just read it or they see it or they hear about it and they are propelled, they're compelled to use it, right? To try it off the bat. Okay, super important. No engagement, right? So even if they do end up signing up or do end up using whatever you've put together, there's no stickiness element. There's nothing that keeps them coming back. There's no incentive, no reward, nothing that makes them want to use it every day. Okay, and then friction, right? If they have to download your desktop app, if they have to start a new wallet, if they have to jump through all these different hoops, it's not going to work. Even if they want to use your app, they're just going to give up because it's not worth it, and they'll never actually know how much value or how good it could have been. Right? You need to incentivize them enough so that this friction is irrelevant. Okay. Solution. The solution, not a solution, the solution. Telegram mini apps. It solves these 3 points right here all in one go. Okay. You probably already know about Telegram mini apps. Basically, Telegram now has an app store. Anybody could build small mobile style applications on Telegram, launch them right away. Right. You've heard all the hype, craziness about them. I'm just rambling on here, but let me explain why this works so well and why this tackles the three problems all at once. Okay. Um, One, most Telegram mini apps that are crushing it have quest and reward systems, right? So that means inside the mini app, you have a dashboard, right, that rewards users for being active or for helping out your project, right? So this means logging in every day, completing social tasks, following, liking, commenting on Twitter. You can imagine how that will boost your social media profile, for referring friends, for playing the game or using the platform, using the Telegram mini app, right? Whatever the functionalities, whatever you set up for them to do inside the app, the more they play, the more they use it, the more points they get, right? And then these points will later translate to an airdrop of your token, right? But your token doesn't exist yet, or if it does exist, you're not giving them the token right away. You're giving them, let's say, the credits to get the token later, right? So you don't pay anything up front to acquire the users since you're just giving points, right? Your users are hyped to engage, to use your platform, to invite their friends, because they know they will have some sort of financial gain, and this just creates a snowball effect of hype and traction, right? Because they're inviting their friends invite their friends, and there's so on and so forth. And then everybody's using the app, right? And then once you have all this hype and traction, you'll be able to get those exchange listings. You'll be able to launch your token successfully. You'll be able to start selling people stuff on your with your protocol, or if you have like a full game, or if you have a DeFi solution, you'll make commissions from there. Whatever it is, you'll start having enough users to actually make money, and then you're able to launch your token and airdrop this without a problem. You're able to pay people. You're able to give them their rewards, because now you're in a position where you're a big project, you have users, you have money, right? So it's a bit of a trade off, um, and you're not sacrificing anything. And then with this Telegram mini app, once you have them inside, that's your chance to show them your full project, your full solution, your full protocol, your full game, whatever it is, and try to get them to convert. Of course, a lot of users only want it for the tokens, only came in for the tokens, for the financial rewards. But if 10% convert to being actual users, it's going to be worth it. Okay. Telegram also has a gamified lightweight experience, right? What does this mean? So you usually want to give them something that hooks them, gets them potentially interested in actually knowing about your full platform, your full protocol, your full game, right? So you want to make something fun, addictive, and just build curiosity. Telegram is supposed to be lightweight, okay? Nothing heavy, nothing too complex to understand. Something you could just go in and understand and play and tinker around with, right? We basically want them to take small steps, becoming more and more part of the product, more and more part of the community, and then they actually feel integrated with the product and use the full version, pay for the full version, right? It's like giving something a free trial to then use the full version, sort of like that. So if you're a game studio and you have like a full featured console shooter game, you offer them a quick one player version in Telegram that they can play by themselves. They have fun with it. And then you can, let's say after each game that they play, like, hey, do you want to download the full game? Right. And if they actually enjoy it, the small version, they're like, oh, I'll enjoy the full version as well. And then they go ahead and download it. Much easier than trying to convince somebody to download it from the beginning. Right. So yes, and this concept doesn't just work for games; it works for any type of Web3 app, DeFi, social, DAOs, anything that builds interest and then pushes users to the full product. Okay, then the third and probably the most important point, it's frictionless. Telegram already has 300 million users. I think it has a lot more at this point. It's on their phones. It's on your user phones. They're using it daily. They live on it basically. Who in the Web3 space doesn't have Telegram? And it takes 5 seconds from them to hop. I don't know, somebody scrolling on their Instagram, their WhatsApp, their Twitter, whatever it is. It takes them 5 seconds to hop into Telegram, or it takes them 5 seconds. They're chatting with somebody on Telegram to hop into your mini app, right? And not only that, if somebody is playing your mini game on Telegram, you're actually able to send them notifications. So they could be, I don't know, having lunch, and you can send them a notification to remind them, hey, you haven't completed your daily login today. Why don't you open up the app, right? So that's very, very powerful. Okay, some quick examples. Notcoin, 40 million users, $800 million market cap. They have a simple tap game, simple fun experience. They have the referral program. They have a rewards and questing dashboard that I mentioned before, and they have a token airdrop. Blum, 62 million users. They have daily check-in rewards, social tasks. You see here. Follow on TikTok, follow on CoinMarketCap, I think that is, Instagram, so on and so forth. And they have the invite friends campaign. Invite friends, earn points. Okay. Hamster Combat, 239 million users, $185 million market cap. Zenrock, this is an example of one that we actually just created recently, 35,000 users in 29 days, under a month. They have a super simple, yet pretty addictive. I've played it myself a couple times. Mini game here, you see, just battling PvP. And then they have the rewards and questing dashboard that I mentioned, the referral program that I mentioned. And what does this get you? Going viral in 1 month. Okay. So you're convinced, this is the play. Everybody's doing it. All the biggest projects, all the biggest companies in the Web3 space have a Telegram mini app. It's going crazy. What do you do now? 3 steps, very easy. Brainstorm and plan. So you map out your mini app. So what's the reward system going to be? What's it going to look like? What about the gamified experience? What kind of small mini game can you create? And what's going to be the core strategy to then push them to your full version of the app, right? You have to design and develop. Okay. So you'll have to bring the concept to life. This means it's design and code. Then the marketing push, you have to start the snowball effect. You have to push it down the mountain, right? You have to do some small campaign to kickstart the growth. Get those first users in, then users will then refer their friends, and then so on and so forth, right? They'll complete quests, they'll play every day, they'll build the momentum for you organically, but you just need that first marketing push to get those first 10, 20, 100, 200,000 users in, and they'll just go from there. Okay. Now, all these 3 points, if you absolutely need any help with it, you know who to contact. We've built 8 of these so far. I'm super successful. All of them, we know the ins and outs, live and breathe the space. So send me a DM, send me a message, send me an email, schedule a call if you need any help.